What's up, everyone? Daddy Warbucks here, and today we are beginning a new adventure. Tarantagash is running us through the Forge of Fury from the Yawning Portal, and that. Ooh, is echoing. I'll kill you! Hold on, Mulligan. We're gonna restart. Boop. What's up, everyone? Daddy Warbucks here, and today we are starting a new adventure. Tarantagash is running us through the Forge of Fury from Tales from the Yawning Portal, and after that into Storm King's Thunder. So, Taryn, why don't you go ahead and set us up for today?
Certainly. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us here tonight. We're going to be starting off today in the booming city of Bryn Shandar. The six of you have been invited to a more ritzier part of the city near the Palace District in the southern part of the city by a rich sort of noble person wanting you to take care of an errand that he has for you. So here we are in the city. I was hoping you can all see on it. And
Yes, indeed.
when you walk up to this gate, the invitations just said arrive on current date around mid-morning. The house is a large white house. Looks like it has some sort of uncanny magical effect that keeps it bright white at all times with black shutters and a four-screen front door with a polished brass knocker and handle. Who arrives first?
I would say.
Sebit will probably be there first, but he won't be the first person to go in. He's probably going to be off to the side, just seeing who turns up.
Hey, Dark, how you doing?
Seeing what kind of people are there.
Fair
He'll probably
enough.
be there an hour or two before he's supposed to.
All right. Anyone else?
Kieran does like to arrive on time. He probably wouldn't be the absolute first person there because he does get a little distracted, but he'd probably be there relatively soon.
Okay. Anyone else?
Lucky would show up and try and keep to the shadows because goblin in the city not usually smiled upon.
Okay.
The horned one just kind of walks up, stares up at the house, and then looks around at the other people assembled outside, and then stares at them too.
Great. Is anyone going to approach the door?
Riley has already been inside the house and is still in
No.
there. But Riley will be there fashionably late.
Great. So who's going to approach the door first? All right. So you approach the door. There's a small gate, like a bricked off section in the front yard that's filled with stones, little stone pebbles, and large stepping stones leading to the front door. So I'm guessing you approach and knock.
No, I'm just gonna approach and throw the door open.
It's locked.
I'm gonna turn around to leave.
Who invites people
one
over
way
and then
to
locks
do it.
So cross-talk. Who? I'm sorry. What? You'll try. You go up and knock on the door.
Yeah, really hard.
Okay. You hear the door unlock, and behind it is a half-elven woman with medium-length brown hair. It's got a short coat, the white blouse and trousers. You must be one of the people that we're waiting for. Please follow me. And she invites you in. Inside, it's a deep, dark wood flooring throughout and the walls as well. It's much darker inside than out. And she leads you off to a side room about 2 doors down. Inside that room is a long mahogany table, 3 seats on either side, one on the very end. And at the very far side of the room is a table that seems to be built into the wall itself, about waist from a average size person. Who's the next person to approach? Oh, and could you please describe your character for me?
Asphodel is a approximately 3 foot tall, stout halfling with pink hair, blue eyes, very assuming, very hyper. Has random bits of candy in her pink hair. Um, always looking around in amazement, sort of like everybody meets toddler meets high on sugar and energy drinks.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. Do you sit at one of the chairs, or do you just
Yeah,
stay
I'm
standing?
gonna try to climb up on one of the chairs.
Sounds good. Who's next to approach? Sevik? Horned one?
I'll follow the short little thing in the room.
Okay.
Tyrion is about average height. He's got dark brown hair, brown eyes. He's not wearing any armor or weapons, apparently. But you do see a suit of scale mail that looks really modified, floating behind him. And every now and then, beneath the little armor, you can see little flashes of light, like it's sitting on something that's not really there. And on his shoulder, just between his shoulder and the armor, there's a tiny little mechanical bird.
Okay.
And I will sit beside the halfling.
All right. Who's the next to approach?
Rillier will approach at this point. We see a middle-aged man wearing a three-piece suit, a long pointy beard, and eyes that just pierce your very soul. And just silently will approach in and hope to be unnoticed as he slinks into a dark, shady corner.
Okay, so you don't sit down at the table. You stand in one of the corners.
The corner of the table.
Corner of the table. Got it. All right. Next.
Sevik will approach.
Okay.
He'll knock on the door, and as he opens, assuming it's the same person. Ah, my good lady, I'm here at the invitation of your master, I assume. And
Yes.
yes, my name is Sevik. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Of course. Would you please follow me?
Absolutely. I'll go in. I'll find a spot. Try and sit at a place that gives me sort of the best view of the room.
Best view of the room. Okay. No
The,
worries. Okay.
the horned one enters the chamber and again, still wordlessly, kind of shambles around, moving towards the table, but not going towards one of the chairs. They are a tall creature, and they could appear to be made out of bone and bramble and lumber. And there's this greenish light kind of emanating from all the cracks through the hard material. It's covered in shrubs and vines, and he just looks like like a piece of the forest came to life and is now walking around the table. And same as before, he just kind of scans the area and then just stands there and says nothing.
Fair enough. And finally.
And when the horned one went in, Lucky tried to sneak in and hide behind him the whole time. And sneaking in behind him. Lucky's a 2 foot 10-ish inch gray goblin with a beat up leather armor, kind of scruffy clothing, and a wooden shield and scimitar and rapier at his side. Doesn't look like he's roguely, but he sure acts like he's trying to stay stealthy and hidden.
She pretends not to see you as you make your way. And she shows you both into the room. So are either of you going to sit down?
Lucky's gonna just try and stay in the shadows behind the horned one tree, whatever it is.
Fair enough. And okay. All right. Excellent. Okay, so you guys are standing there waiting, or standing there waiting for just a short time. Looks like Sevik and the old one, or the horned one, are the only one with a passive enough high enough to see that right outside the door, before right outside the door, you see a brief, flash of white light, and both of you roll me an Arcana check.
Ooh.
Okay. Sevik realizes this is something to do with a channel divinity of some sort. And right then, a old gold dragonborn walks in the room. Ah, wonderful. You've all finally arrived.
As he
Fantastic.
walks in, I'll stand up.
Thank you for accepting my invitation to come here. I have lived here for quite a bit of time, and I like doing well for up and coming adventurers such as yourselves. My name is Marcia. I did some adventuring when I was younger, and as you can see, it paid off well for me. But in my old age now, I am unable to really take care of errands and tasks. And so I conscript adventurers such as yourselves to do those tasks for me. And that's why you're here for me today. Like many adventurers, we never really did anything for free. So I'm going to cut to the brass tacks of the money part first, as I'm sure that's the part most of you are here for. I have a task for you where you'll be asked to go to a broken down fortress and map the area and get rid of any undesirables that are inside of it. For this, I'll pay you 250 gold each, 50 up front, and 200 at the end of it. Additionally, any magical items that you find within the bowels of this fortress are yours to keep. I only ask that you bring them back to me so that my antiquator can review them for a short time and then give them back to you. Finally, any coin that you find within the bowels of the fortress, we split. You keep 70%, I keep 30%. Before I continue with any further explanation of what the task is, I would like to come to an agreement of these specific terms. We can sign a contract. I will bring a notary of the city in, and we'll have everything lawfully assigned. What say you?
So, I have to ask, when you say undesirables,
Yes.
what specifically do you mean?
Well, after you have mapped the area and brought the map back to me, I will be sending in some antiquators and archaeologists to study the area more in depthly. They are not adventurers such as yourselves, and so they would have I need anyone out of there that would hurt these people or try to murder them in any way, shape, or form. So really,
I see.
any aggressive creatures that might have taken up residence within the entirety of the structure would be needed to be removed, either banished from this plane of existence, if that's something you're available to do,
Does
or
that include
killed.
sapient creatures? Like if there's a community of goblins living there? I mean,
Well, that would be considered an aggressive creature that would try to kill anyone else who came inside. So yes, that would,
Excuse me.
yes.
Not all goblins are aggressive.
Exactly.
I'm not saying they were, but if they were aggressive, like some tribes are, then we would want them inside of that.
Point of
So if we
order,
can
I find
negotiate
that
with them
statement
to
quite aggressive.
If you can
So if we can-
negotiate with them to leave, then by all means do that. I'm not saying
what
you
if we negotiate with them to be able to stay but not hurt your cartographers or your surveyors when they arrive?
we would need some sort of formal agreement between them, written up, and some sort of notarization from the local township for it to be a legal transaction.
I'm just if there are creatures living there, it seems wrong to just murder them and kick them out because you want to go and look around. You know what I mean?
I suppose.
I
I am
wouldn't-
all for
if-
redeeming the souls of those who've gone into the way of evil. So if you can find a way where they would happily allow our people to in there, but some creatures simply can't be reasoned with, and for those they would need to be extricated from the fortress.
Do you own the land?
Yes. I will.
I see.
It's
Oh, you will.
it's-
So you don't own it yet.
Nobody owns the
Well, it's a-
land.
It is a unclaimed
The
location.
tree has spoken.
Hmm. Well, I'm happy
I'm
to
okay
go in
with
and look
fast travel.
around
I mean,
uh,
I'm fine with
and
the
map
task.
the area. If there are like monstrous creatures like giant spiders, things like that, sure. But I don't know necessarily how I feel about uprooting a community and murdering them just because you want to take over the land. That seems, if I might say, a little tyrannical.
I suppose. I'm simply
Yeah,
interested
yeah.
in the history of the world, and this is a important part of history, and we would like to investigate it further. But I need to ensure safety of the people who would be investigating that. That's where you come in. I need a
I
safe.
think we can accommodate that.
Excellent.
I don't have problem per se, but at the same time, I don't like killing people for no reason. I mean, this is their home first.
Well, they
I'm certain we can negotiate something, whether that be they move on, then maybe they could join us and we can make our party even bigger, and then they get paid 250 gold per person as well.
well, that would be
Right.
something you would
Yeah,
negotiate.
I don't think it works that way.
I'm pretty sure it works that way.
They
Afraid.
need a reason to move.
You could give them a reason to move. Yes.
I got plenty of candy.
Well, hopefully that's what the creatures of that in that location will take. Is there any other additional questions on this, or is that these terms amicable?
I'm good with these
Fine.
current terms.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let me bring in the city notarization, and he kind of whistles a little bit, and the woman who lets you in walks another man in. He's got like a bowler cap on. He's got a suit on. It looks a little bit like Mike Wozniak, the comedian. Got a big old bushy beard or bushy mustache, and he's sitting there. He stands there and watches the Dragonborn sign it, and then he passes the contract to all of you to sign with a quill. Do you all sign?
The Horde one simply stares at the quill in his hand.
Please make your mark.
Okay. And Chirpy will go over and put his little claw foot on the thing, making a little indentation on the thing. Does that work?
Certainly.
After I sign, I make sure I sprinkle some pixie stick dust on it.
All right. Is everyone else?
Lucky will make a symbol of some sort.
Okay.
Riley will
Yeah.
pretend to sign, but won't actually sign.
Well, we need some sort of mark to indicate that you are okay with this. So, whether you put your actual name or just what mark you use to identify yourself, one or the other, please.
Just
So
the
we can-
dash then.
Just a dash then. Excellent. Finally, the horned one. You've seen 5 other people make marks.
I am not interested in the accords of man. And I turn around.
I believe that means we get your share of the gold, yes?
I'm afraid we would need some sort of indication that you're on board with this contract so that we can make it legal within the bounds of the manner, the laws of the world of Faerun.
Yeah,
Right.
Mr. Tree, he's not looking for like any promises that you'll actually, just that we agree to evict people, provided they're not being evil. If they're being evil, then we'll deal with them another way.
I go where I please. I agree to nothing.
I'm afraid I'm a stickler for this point. I am a true believer that we must follow the laws of the land. So if you could just
The laws of the
some
land.
the laws of the land.
The land that you seek to lay claim to?
In a way, but we're not.
Nobody
We're not
owns the
seeking
land.
to we're not. We're not seeking to raise the area into a new city. We're simply investigating the history of the area, and so we would hope that you would be on board with us preserving the nature of the area in question.
Yeah, see, they just want to help preserve the land, keep it safe from people who don't want to preserve it.
Then I will accompany your party. But your accord and your gold have no interest to me.
We'll take its share.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on them. Oh, it'll be good. Don't worry.
Very well. I will take your word at it. The notary signs and stamps the document. Everything here looks like it's in order. I will take it on to the town hall and the local mercenary guilds so that they know that you are all working with Mr. Marcial here. He's quite the patron of the area. Thank you very much. And he kind of tips his hat and walks out the door. All right, to the business of this, indeed. First of all, let me give you these little pins. You can present these to local, wear them and present them to local merchants and get discounts on certain things like mounts or potions or any other such adventuring gear that you want. It doesn't work so well on magic items per se, but I know the benefit of a good potion every now and then.
Is this like a secret thing, or can we just like display it openly?
You can display it openly. Everyone knows who I am here.
Cool.
It's just an identification so that you guys can get the benefits of being associated with me personally.
What percentage of
Awesome.
a discount are we looking at here?
With potions, I believe it's going to be around
100%?
I'm afraid not. We do it at cost. So you would get 25. If you were to get something that would normally cost, say, 50 gold pieces, it would probably cost 25. But although the more complex the potion, the less the discount agrees applies. As well as with horses, if you were to the travel to the location is many days. If you wish to get horses, you can get riding horses for half the cost of the normal. So normally riding horses cost around 75 gold each. You would be able to buy them for half that, 38 gold pieces.
So,
But let me tell you a little bit about the task that I have at hand for you. There is a group of dwarves many centuries ago, and they had their home invaded by orcs. A few of them escaped from this attack and retreated to the spine of the world. And near the spine of the world, they built a new home, Kundrakar, a new fortress home where they are known to have created the most amazing and wonderful magical weapons. Our goal is for you to go to this location and take care of the issues that I have laid out. This location is just to the northwest of a town called Blasingdale, which is to the northwest of Mirabar. Travel to such location by foot will take you about 19 days. Travel with horses, 11 from this location to that.
I think a horse should definitely be in use there because except for the big guy.
He goes to that wooden table at the back of the room, and he says a word or two, but none of you understand the language he's speaking, and it transforms from this circular sort of attachment to the wall into a desk. And a chair sort of flips up from nowhere, and he's able to move around, reach around, pulls out a map. And he shows you the map. and it's basically just it shows it shows written down Mirabar, and then to the northwest of it shows written down the word of Blasingdale. I had to do quite a bit of research to figure out where the location of this was, unfortunately. So that's why the costs of such things. But anything to help improve upon those of the up and coming adventurers. I never really benefited from that when I was adventuring, so I like to help those that are just starting out, and hopefully you guys have a fantastic career in the field of adventuring.
If I could cut in
Well,
real
that's
quick, Taryn, because I'm sure all the players have noticed there's a bunch of things happening. And since this is a brand new campaign and a brand new set of players, I wanted to touch on that very briefly. So we have a lot of the viewers are very happy to see new faces, and they have thusly rewarded us with a bunch of nat ones, and in a single case a nat 20. The way those work, right? In the case of a nat 20, you, the player, get to decide before you roll if you want it to automatically be a nat 20. For the nat 1, where is the echo coming from? I will kill you. As for the nat 1s, the DM will decide. So if you're going to make a d20 roll, Taryn can say up, burn the nat 20 or burn the nat 1, and then you will remove it, and then you're just assumed to have rolled really, really poorly. Same thing for Taryn. Before he rolls, we get to decide when he uses his nat 1. So we can kind of discuss a little bit where we want him to fail the most. But and also same as before, he gets to decide when he gets to use his nat 20. So in order to use those, you simply click on it and then drag it to the tabletop, and make sure you tell us what you are doing with it, so that everybody is on the same page. Okay? All right. Go ahead, Taryn. Sorry.
All right.
Thank you, Daddy.
Welcome.
So, yes, you will need to, again, as I mentioned before, you will need to
Sweat,
kill
what'd
the
you
creatures
do?
inside, and then, of course, map the, not kill, but make sure that the area is clear of any hostile creatures. And, of course, map the 5 floors. We do know the names of the 5 floors for you. They are the Mountain Door, the Glitterheim, the Sinkhole, the Foundry, and the Black Lake. So we would need a detailed, well, just a map, of course, of those locations. And, of course, any hostile creatures would need to be removed. Okay. The lord of the manor of this house is... let me just get it for you.
Lucky's still still fixated on the half price horse. Can I get half off on a dog, a mastiff?
Would a mastiff be able to carry you?
Yeah, they're riding capable. 195 pounds.
If that's what you choose to pick, then yes.
Or a pony. I get a pony.
Just to confirm, that is the correct mission that we have been assigned.
I didn't say murder everything, but yes, get rid of hostile creatures.
The murder is my my personal interpretation.
Okay, gotcha. Yes, that's it in a nutshell. And the name of the 5. And then do you guys need the name of the 5 floors again, or are we good?
Yes, please.
They are the Mountain Door, Glitterheim, Sinkhole, Foundry, and the Black Lake.
I need to map the last 2 floors. Okay.
So those are the 5 floors that need to be mapped and hostiles dealt with.
It's a good thing I'm proficient with cartographer's tools, huh?
Well, you all were picked for a certain set of skills that you have. Are there any further questions from this fine group of people?
Just telepathically.
Yeah, I seem to. Go ahead.
Hey, you go first.
Someone?
Tyrion,
I
please,
seem to
go.
be live for a second. So, yeah, I want one question. I seem to have left my cartographer tools at homes, or where I can find a new set.
Yes, you can find a new set within the markets.
Awesome.
And just telepathically, and like at the back of our employer's mind, just wondering, have they heard the good news about the Lord and Savior Cthulhu?
You're asking that in the mind of this person.
Just in the very back of their mind.
Mm-hmm. You hear back in your mind. There's no such thing as actual gods in this world, so I hope you enjoy your worship, but I don't believe in one. Thank you.
They can. Wow.
Fake news. No gods in Faerun.
Oh.
And they can respond. Never happened before.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrifying.
That's his belief. You can have a more constructive argument or discussion about that at some point if you'd like. With that, thank you very much for coming today. Tyria, my maid, will show you out. I look forward to hearing about all of your adventures that you had on this quest, and I hope you have you grow and become a much more cohesive and powerful group. And oh, one last thing, I almost forgot. And he looks around, goes back to his desk, opens another drawer, pulls out a bag. This will help you out. If you this is a bag of holding, you all should know what it is. This will help keep track of help you carry around a lot of things. Because if you get a lot of coin from a certain place, it eventually starts weighing you down. So this will help help you keep that load under bear. So and he gives it to one of you, or puts it on the table for one of you to take.
So
Okay, let's
we'll
not
take
give it to the halfling. She'll fill it with candy.
I'll take care of the bag. It's okay.
I think we all well a number of us seem to reach for it at once.
Okay. All right. Well, I have other matters to attend to. Again, I thank you very much for coming today, and I look forward to seeing you in maybe a week or two when you're able to come back. Tyria will show you to the door. Thank you very much. And then he kind of, he says another word that you guys don't understand. Again, the desk transforms back into the little thing in the wall, and he exits the room and heads off to the left. Then the half elven woman comes back in. Well, you're all done. That's great. Please come this way. And she starts to lead you to the front door. You guys are still deciding who gets the.
I figure that easiest way is to roll to see who grabs it out of the people that are trying to grab it.
Sure.
Roll a flip, yeah.
So that's 3 people.
You guys can have it. I'm not interested in carrying the bag. Just as long as Astro doesn't have it, because I don't want to have candy.
Okay, it looks like Sevik is the winner of this wonderful little thing. Do you try and steal it from him? Does Lucky, do you try and take it from Sevik after he has it?
No, that's all right.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So
would
the woman walks you out to the front door and makes opens it for you. Thank you very much. Please come as soon as you are able to resolve this issue for my master. Take care. And she walks you out the door, and yeah, once you're all outside, she gently closes it, and you can hear it locked behind you. You now have the the town of Bryn Shadar to your at your leisure. What would you like to do?
Did you say the horses were half price?
Yes.
Were those nearby?
There's a stable to the southwest near the southwest gate. It's this building right over here. You can get riding horses there. Normally they're 75 gold, but for you guys it would be half price.
And we got 50 up front for our pay.
Correct.
And somebody counted that.
Yeah, he gave you 50 gold each.
And does the half price include the tack?
The what?
The cost of the tack, the saddle, etc.
Yes. The half price includes everything with that. It includes the saddle and the horse. It does not include provisions for taking care of the horse.
See, the horse is half price, but the food to feed the horse is actually doubled.
Oh, well, that makes a lot of sense.
So all you do is you show him the pin when you're going to get the horse, and then you don't show him the pin when you get the food.
That's about
Too smart for me.
Okay, so this horse, how much was it again?
38 gold. Or
38 gold. And how much do we need to pay for the feed for this poor animal?
For 11 days travel, it's going to cost you 2 GP.
Okay, so 40 gold total.
40 total.
Easy.
Yeah, 40 all in for a horse with, feed for 11 days travel.
So are you gonna use your own horse, or you're kind of tiny? Could you just like jump on someone else's, or what? What do you want to do?
Oh, sure.
Okay. So you guys.
What do you think? Will you throw in 20 gold?
Okay.
Okay, that's 2 people. What color? What kind of horse
So-
do you want?
Carrion pick.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really care. So if you see one that you happen to like, whatever.
There's all sorts of different colors. There's gray. There's white and brown ones. There's white ones. Black ones. Whatever you want.
I want a pretty black one then.
All right, you get a pretty black one.
Sevik, was there anything in that bag that we were given? Or was it just empty?
It's a good point. So let's take a look. I'll have a look inside.
It is empty.
I'm afraid not.
Was a shop. Let us buy a horse. The cheapest horse you have, please.
Okay, we have these riding horses here. I see you have the pin of Marcia, which is great. He's a good guy. The cheapest one we got is 38 gold for him. You are a friend of his. You're a friend of ours. 38 gold piece.
You seem to have a lot here that are 38 gold. Which of these 38 gold horses is the cheapest 38 gold horse?
I don't understand what you're asking. Could you want one of the 38 gold horses or all we got are these riding horses. Normally they're 75 gold, but for you 38.
I just want to take the cheapest horse.
Right. Okay. We got these riding horses. That's what we got.
Just do any.
Okay.
But
Yeah, just pick one random since they're all the same price.
which one of these riding horses or that are 38 gold has the worst temperament?
The worst temperament. Well, we do a good job of training them so they don't have a temperament because we want to repeat customers for later on in the line.
For the love of God, just pick one randomly and tell him it's the one he wants.
The horned one walks up to the horse, and you can see he kind of tilts his head as he looks at it. And then there's a cracking noise, almost like splintering wood, as his body begins to reshape itself. And as he still appears to be made of the same material, wood and brush and vine, all kind of held together with magic. But now he is in the shape and dimensions of a large horse. And he just kind of stands there and looks at the party.
Can I take that horse?
Well, that's not.
I don't think that one's for sale.
He's our party member, Death.
All right.
While this was all
Um,
happening, Lucky
Horn
was
one,
using
would you
his
object?
Sorry, go ahead.
Would you object to a member of the party riding you as we travel, or would you prefer not to?
Just stares at you.
Ah, I understand. I'll take that chestnut one over there.
Ah, fine choice you got there, pal. There we go. And he you give him the gold and all that, and
Mhm.
he gives you the reins to the chestnut horse.
Incidentally, Lucky, I was wondering if you would help me keep track of everything that we put in the bag of holding. I mean, we'll use it for everything that we're going to share between everybody in the party. And so, if I hold on to the bag, but you keep track of everything that we put in there, then obviously we've have two measures of keeping track of what should and shouldn't be there.
That was directed to Lucky.
Yes.
Sure.
All right.
All right.
You
Fantastic.
get the sense that he doesn't maybe know how to keep count, but he'll try.
That's fine. We'll get you some paper, and literally you'll just keep a list.
Excellent. He's while all of this was happening, he used his amazing nature skill, not so amazing, and picked out what he thought was the healthiest, fastest horse.
Fair enough. So we've got Horn one as a horse. We got Lucky. He's got his horse. We got Astroful and Kieran in a horse. Correct. We've got Spartan in a horse, and we got last character.
Riley's still trying to negotiate.
Okay,
As a quick aside, are these draft horses or riding horses?
they are riding horses.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And-
You realize you can stay in shape for 1 hour, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Just making sure.
Riley will take whatever horse is given to him. So
Okay.
he doesn't know anything about horses.
Sure. Okay. He gives you a nice gray coated horse with black.
Ah, beautiful. And clearly with the worst temperament, you will be my best friend.
Glad we could help out. Well, you fellas have you ladies and fellas have a good ride down to wherever it is you're all going, and hopefully these fine steeds serve you well. And with that, he leads you out. You guys are right there by the gate if you wish to leave to go on your little adventure.
It is still morning, so we've got plenty of time to get going if we want to make a start now, unless there's any last minute things that anybody wants to pick up.
It's
Yeah,
about-
I would like to get a couple some extra rations just in case we get lost. And those cartographer tools I misplaced. I'm gonna go buy some new ones real quick.
Sure, you can do that.
I just want to note that we are buying horse food for my new best friend, who's going to be named in the future. But also, can we please stop by the potion apothecary and purchase a potion or 7?
Sure, you can definitely do that. Cartographer tools end up costing you a gold piece. And you guys
I
want to
would
get
like to purchase potions as well.
okay.
I'll
You
pick
guys
up
go to the potion shop and they've got let's see here. Let's give it a roll. They have 9 potions of just regular potions of healing.
I'll buy 2.
Okay, that's going to be 50 gold piece total. You buy 1, okay, 25, mark off 25 gold, that leaves 6 remaining.
I'm gonna take an extra one as well.
All right, mark yourself off for it.
You said 50 a piece, Darren?
Well, they are 50 a piece, but
45.
you're associated with
Oh,
mark
okay.
there, so it's half off. So it's 50
So
total.
50.
The benefits of having a noble at your side. So we
Just real quick, sorry. The feed that we bought, how many days worth was it?
I'm sorry, what?
How many days worth of feed did we buy for the 2 gold?
For 14 gold?
No, for 2
No,
gold.
for the 2 gold.
The 2 gold is the 2 gold will cover the 11 days of travel it would take to get from point A to point B.
Oh, so not back.
No, not back.
Okay, so I guess let's get another 14 days.
Okay, sure. That's just we'll put that number. We'll just put that at another 2 gold. Be fine.
If we're doing that, we may need a pack horse.
They
Just
can
to-
carry 400 pounds per person. These horses.
The
So-
feed is 10 pounds per day.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. So you've gotten your supplies. Anyone else want to buy any more potions or anything like that before you head off?
I'm good.
I'm good, thank you.
I had a couple from previous adventures, apparently.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna move you back to. Oh, wait.
So before getting into his armor, because it's been floating behind us this whole time on that little invisible disc, Garen's gonna drop it to the ground nice and slowly and gonna walk up backwards to it, and it's gonna see the armor open up, and it's gonna like start clicking all over him, so he's completely encased in the armor.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and move you over to the travel map, which is going to be just the one labeled the north. Okay, so you're getting on your way. You're starting off in Bryn Shaddar. Your tokens at the top here, just as a way for you guys to see the realm. Your goal is to get over here where it says Mines of Miramar, which is around where your destination is. But you have to basically go south to Hundlestone, and southeast to Luskan, north east to Mirabar, and then northwest to your final destination of Blanded Stone, which is about 3 days northwest of Mirabar. Classic
Okay.
Stone. Classic Dale. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get this started. You have about a half day. Getting to Huddlestone's about 2.5 days on horse. So you guys got about a half day's worth of travel from today, just from your normal, getting all the shopping done. So you have about a half day's worth of travel. So,
So as we're going, Sevik will bring up as sort of as we head out. Like, so if we're going to be traveling together, obviously there could be dangers. It might be helpful to know what sort of skills we all have, so that we can, try and make sure that we're working together. We're not stepping on each other's toes or tripping over each other when trying to, deal with any surprise attacks or anything like that. So I guess I'll start. For myself, I can, sneak around a little bit, and yeah, just typical roguishness, dance around a little bit, do a bit of stabbing, that kind of thing. I assume that our friend here, gesturing towards the horned one, is a druid, and so I think we probably have a good idea of their power set for the most part.
I believe their power set is to stare at people.
And be
Yes,
scary.
Yeah, and turn into other creatures.
That is quite scary and weird. So I condone this.
okay.
My personal power set is to take notes, write things down, and just be a general know-it-all. Also, I've been told I can be quite persuasive, but I don't quite believe it myself.
So, what would you do in a fight with an orc charging at you with a grip
An
axe?
orc,
Would you
firstly-
attempt to
firstly, try
you attempt to
convince the orc
negotiate?
to, sit down, have a cup of tea, and failing that, bring down the holy light of my deity to rend them from this world.
Aha! So a practitioner of the divine arts.
I wouldn't go that far.
Me, if something charged at me in a fight, I would shoot it with lightning.
Shoot it with lightning.
Yeah, and I'll raise one of my hands, and you'll see a little bit of lightning crackle in the palm.
Excellent.
I'm also good with. No. In this armor, do I look like a wizard?
I
no,
have
no.
seen a great many different forms of wizard.
Yeah, no. My armor shoots lightning, and
I
so
see.
I use that to hurt people. And then I am very good with tools. I can build lots of things, take them apart. I'm also good with. I don't tell a lot of people this, but I can pick locks pretty good. I'm also fairly knowledgeable about magic.
Great. Oh, it seems like a man of many skills.
Yeah, I've been around.
Good. And you?
I'm kind of good with animals, but I'm better with like looking for stuff. I'm good with medicine, like healing people's. I'm good with keeping people alive and looking for
Great.
stuff.
A healer.
Yeah, I'm
Because
good at keeping people
always
alive.
the cornerstone of any successful adventuring party.
And I like keeping people alive. That's my
Okay,
cup of
well,
tea.
I think we have a pretty good idea of what we can all do. I guess we should, hope
I
that it
like
doesn't come to any come to blows. But
Didn't you miss the goblin?
I did.
Didn't miss me. I'm not here.
I must apologize. Lucky, was it?
Yes. Lucky Ogzikla. I don't know what the last part means. They say it means lucky guy.
Mm-hmm. So, what skill set do you bring to the table? I see you have a scimitar and a shield there. Are you a warrior?
I'm lucky. The orcs always had me go first to make sure it was safe. And if it wasn't, I survived whatever hit me and then told them, and then we got rid of it.
Well, that's
still
a
came with
handy
a
skill
sword
to
and
have.
shield.
Excellent.
All right. So you won't need to do any kind of survival checks because you're gonna be following roads pretty much the entire way there. So that's a step up from other situations. You complete your half day of travel out of Rinchadar with no issues. Although after an hour of traveling, the horned one transforms back into his humanoid form, or its humanoid form.
Oh, hey, was that supposed to happen?
You see the horned one just continues walking down the road.
You okay back there?
Okay, they're gonna outpace you very quickly.
Yeah,
You
I'd
want to ride
imagine.
on my horse?
So hearing you say that, he walks over to the horse, right? And he kind of raises his hands on either side of the horse's head and kind of leans in to touch his forehead to theirs. And I'm checking to make sure that the horse is okay with me riding it.
It seems eager to please.
Then
That's probably the carrots I gave it.
I will reach up and grab Lucky by the back of his, like the strap of his backpack. As my body kind of elongates as the vines and wood grows, and I kind of step and then shrink back down to my regular shape. And then I set Lucky in front of me, cradling him like a small child as we ride the horse together.
All right, sounds good.
I'm not sure how I feel about this.
All right, so
Do you have your vines? Do you have your vines set up like one of those baby carriers?
Yes.
So it's like
Very, yeah. We're just gonna shape-shift our body into like a papoose. Put Lucky in it.
Hey, Lucky, just go with it. It hurts less.
You're
So-
a baby
Like I
bird.
said, Lucky is processing.
So you're able to complete your half day's travel to Huddlestone without any issue. You can set up camp for the night. Do you guys want to do a watch?
Yeah. My little guy here, bird here, guys, he doesn't get tired like at all, and he can see in the dark. So I say we just let him watch and let's go to sleep.
Okay.
The horned one just
Well, there
stands
we
in the
go.
middle of camp.
All right.
I guess,
say, I feel
we'll-
we should have a proper watch order, just in case. I'm not saying that you're going to fall asleep, my friend, but something might sneak up on you.
Well,
The
I'm-
bird
I'm-
won't fall
I'm happy
asleep.
to,
Trust me.
I'm happy to take a watch anyway.
Okay. So
I'll take a watch.
okay, 2 people watching. Okay, and then we'll have the
I'll take a watch.
okay. So that's 3.
Oh.
Yeah, that's enough to cover all of our time
That's enough to
sleeping.
cover
So
all the rest. So, okay, Spartan, you're on the first watch. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
okay.
With Trippy on watch too, should he make a perception check?
Oh, I was
The horned
was
one is
just gonna do
also
perception.
still awake.
Yeah, the horn one doesn't sleep, and I believe somebody else has got like a homunculus or something.
Mechanically, he's a homunculus servant in the shape of a tiny bird, and he also does not sleep.
Okay, and he can do a perception check on each watch if he wants. And the great old one, if it wants to stay awake, it can. Okay. Nothing of real interest happens on the first watch.
At the end of the first watch, the horned one is going to approach Sevik. Fleshy one. Sleep.
I will. I'll leave the rest in your hands.
Okay.
And then when the second
yeah,
person gets up for their watch, I again just point to their bedroll. Sleep.
No,
Okay.
I need to do the watch thing.
So you're gonna stay up regardless of whether he tells you to sleep or not?
Yeah, he's gonna chatter the horned one's ears off.
Good.
Other than telling you to sleep, he doesn't utter another word for the rest of the night.
Does not stop.
Give me a perception check.
If the horny one doesn't mind, Trippy will end up sitting on.
No, it lands on one of its horns, and he doesn't even flinch.
Okay. Okay. All right. It's a very quiet night tonight. You hear Lucky and the Chirpy don't really hear anything per se. The horned one more in tune with the environment around him is just hears various forest animals running and chasing one another. He hears a fox take out a rabbit. Just simple things, normal nature. But that's the end of the third, second watch. There's somebody getting up for the third. Is that F? That's cool.
Riley will take the third.
Okay. All right, roll me a perception check.
Oh no.
On that 20. No.
Okay.
Trippy got nat 20 for you though.
I'm sorry.
Trippy's perception check, he got 24 at that nat 20.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got a 24 and a 20. I see it. The horned one and Riley didn't. Okay. So I'm going to go over to here. Just give me a quick second, guys. Horned one.
So, horned one. What is it that brought you, here?
You're met with a blank stare.
All right. Set that up.
Instead, he simply raises his hand out into the darkness, and a bird lands almost as if it was called. And he holds it in front of him, briefly gestures to you, and then it flies off.
Okay.
Nature itself called you here?
So, okay. All right. So you guys are watching, looking for anything that might hurt you, and Chirpy notices something. He hears some rustling in a tree, and I'm just going to drop you the map. We're going to random battle map forests. It doesn't say the full name.
If you just move the ribbon and tell me you moved the map, I can find it.
All right, I moved the ribbon.
Okay.
Okay. So, Chirpy is aware that something is in the area. He perceives something's there, but the horned one and Riley have not picked up on it. Sure.
Yeah, Chirpy can't actually talk, but he will start letting out an ungodly loud screech in order to alert everyone to the whole thing there.
Good. So, you guys are able to wake up in time as you see this creature appear from the forest. That's not it either. A Grillion, and it looks like it's a means to do you guys harm. So go ahead and roll me some initiatives.
Surely we can just offer it food, yes?
All right.
What do you mean, where the food?
There's my dice.
You are indeed right.
So we're missing one person. Who are we missing? Arlen's in there. Lucky's in there. Savick, Horned One. We're missing Kieran.
Yeah, I'm lagging. Just 1 second.
Sure. All right, there we go. Go to descending, and we will start up the first combat. Savick, you see this gorilla-ish type creature coming out of the forest, headed towards you guys.
All right. Sevic's gonna dip into these bushes over here and attempt to hide.
That's a tree.
All right. Behind the tree then. Great line of sight. It's dark.
Okay. Go and roll a stealth. Yeah, that's good enough. That is correct.
Okay.
Okay, Rylan.
And it's
Oh, that's me. Sorry, I'm not used to the name yet. My apologies. My friend Grillen, surely you can talk this out with us. See what we want, and I'm sure we can accommodate. If there's no indications of response, I will just attack.
Yeah, it doesn't really respond. It doesn't really look like it understands anything you're saying.
I see. Well, in that case, have at the foul beast, and I'm going to shoot a bolt of fire at it.
Okay. That
18 hit or 6.
that is a hit.
And then I'm going to tactically withdraw.
Fair enough.
Definitely not running away.
Of course not.
End of turn.
All right, its turn. It's looking for something to do. It's going to go up to the closest target, which unfortunately is Astrodel, and it's got 5 attacks. 1 would bite and 4 claws.
oh dear.
So
Oh crap.
bites.
Hey, second one's not one, right?
Do
Just
you want it to be
Yes.
that one?
try.
Yes, I think it is. Good call. This is where Taryn goes, and the next one crits.
All right, if the next one fails, that's fine. So if first claw attack is gone. All right, and then we got 3 claw attacks coming. 1,
Okay.
2, 3.
Ah.
Oh, fudge monkeys.
So a total of
20?
26 damage.
Oh, hell's bells. Okay. I'm down.
That was unlikely. All right, that's it for its turn. It's just it's looming over your new friend. Can I get a death saving throw?
Yeah, sure. Of course you can.
Oh, budge this.
Let me see. Come on. Just roll. There you go.
All right, 1 success. Good.
Yay!
All right, horned one. You've seen this monstrous creature come out of from the forest. What would you like to do?
Well, first things first, it begins to advance, reaching down and touching Asphodel, and we're going to give her a cure wounds. And then with our bonus action, we you see once again the horned one begins to twist and shape their form until they begin to grow in size, almost matching the Goralian. And but except they're much more round, and instead of having 5 limbs, they only have 4. And even though its shape is reminiscent of a bear, it's still as before. It looks to be like a. It's still made of wood. Its face is still a skull, and it's illuminated with this ghastly green light. And that's my action and bonus action, so I will be done.
All righty. Kieran.
Muted.
Kieran.
Oh, there it goes. Okay, I'm sorry. I was muted. So, first of all, when we woke up, did I have a chance to step back into my armor or no?
No, if you took your armor off when you were sleeping, and you don't, and you can't. You could.
That's fine. It's described what I'm going to do. So, as my action, I'm going to back up into my armor and let it click over me again. This way, I'm not just naked. And I'm going to look at Trippy. I'm going to tell him, get him. And Trippy is going to do a Trippy thing.
Okay, do a chirpy thing.
Trippy is going to flutter up about 15 feet, so he's like 20 feet above the air now. And he's going to look at the thing. He's going to start chirping wildly, and then he's going to shoot at him. As soon as I can. There we go. You see little lasers pop out of his eyes, and he blasts at this creature.
Okay. Roll the attack.
I hit the button. I am waiting. Unfortunately, I am experiencing a little lag.
No worries. Okay. 14.
There you go. 14.
14 is a hit for 3 force damage.
Yep. And that will be the end of my turn. And
Lucky. What would you like to do?
Lucky is going to move to here.
Okay.
And he is going to put on a thing and attack with his rapier.
Miss.
And he's going to go big or go home, right? Action surge. And miss again.
That is a hit.
For 11.
Or 11. Got it. All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
End of turn.
All right. Sevik, it's back to you.
All right. So Sevik's gonna slip out from behind the tree, and try and give this creature a bit of a stabbing. As he draws his short sword to attack, you see that the short sword starts vibrating gently with a low hum as I cast Booming Blade. Won't do
Finley,
anything
thank you for the reset,
initially
man. Welcome. How you
special,
today?
but for now, just a short sword attack. Sorry. Would I still have advantage because of hiding?
Sure.
Right. Yeah.
Why not?
Oh, I Okay, so 13 to hit.
13 is a hit.
Oh, awesome. Cool. All right. So yeah, 15 points of damage. And
Swank.
if he moves,
Thank you for the
Um,
resub as well.
he'll take a D8 thunder damage.
Right.
Sevik is then going to step away from the creature.
Like provoking?
Mhm.
All right, it's going to swing at you.
That's going to be a miss.
Okay.
And that'll end Sevik's turn.
All right. Riley.
That's me. Riley is going to look at this creature. He's going to memorize something about his spell and double check it needs not understand him mechanically. Doesn't look at. Oh, nope, cool. They don't see here. That's fun. And he's just going to telepathically in its mind just start whispering secrets that it should not know, like 2 + 2 = 4. Hoping to overcome it with fear as he mechanically casts dissonant whispers.
All right. Wisdom saving throw. Got it. It fails.
He
And he
does.
uses immediate action to move away. We'll just say okay, it can go 20 feet this way.
Using it.
And it immediately takes the D8 of damage from Spartan.
Yep.
And op attacks?
And
And op attacks, correct. And op attacks. That's a miss.
Mine's only 4, not the +2.
So 4 + 4. And Astra, you're on the ground, so your attack would be a disadvantage, but you can still attack. It's at a disadvantage because you're prone on the ground. So I need another attack from you, Astrodel.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I meant to hit the button twice.
No worries. Okay, 14 is still a hit. So you want to roll me some damage? Or 8. Okay.
And then there's the 19 psychic damage from the whispers in its head.
And then 19 from the psychic damage as well. And all of that combined is enough to, while this thing is running for its life away, it just collapses to the ground and is dead. And that is combat, folks. Clear it.
Yay!
Is everyone okay? Asphodel, come here. Let me look at your wounds.
It's usually my job, but okay.
You appear to be missing a limb. Wait, no, my eyes are just foggy. Now, this may sting a bit, but I'm going to disinfect your wound, okay? Mechanically casting cure wounds.
Okay.
And this is why you shouldn't invade a camp of adventurers in the middle of the night.
True.
I'm going back to bed.
14 healing for you, Asphodel.
When you guys are able to now complete your long rest, and so long, go ahead and put yourself on it as like a long rest completion, and it'll be the morning of the next day for your travel to the city. So back over to the travel map.
In the morning, Riley is going to name his horse Duncan.
Make his horse what?
Duncan.
Duncan the horse. Fair enough.
Not Harold?
Spelled very differently, though.
Of course. So,
The D apostrophe
I
NKIN.
think mine should be named Rocinante.
fair enough.
Rosie for short.
Rosie, for short. Fair enough. Works for me.
Nice Easter egg there.
Reference.
Okay, so you guys got along your day. Not really running into any issues. There's very few people on this path. It's more of a dirt road than anything. It's not as anything as official as like the high road or the Blackford Road that you'll be traveling on later down the line. You get about halfway through your travels, and you see up ahead another creature, just kind of sitting on the side of the road.
Kind of creature.
And I'm going to go ahead and move you over there.
What is he doing?
It's two-headed creature, kind of large. Got some face paint on it.
Greetings, my friend. And I will greet him in giant.
You greet it in giant.
Yes.
Okay. It surprised you speak giant. Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Pleasure to meet you. You seem to be quite alone out here on the road. Are
Yes,
you okay?
I'm lost.
You're lost. Is there anything we can help you with?
You get to Spine World.
Spine? As in further north?
Yes, you need to go
Well,
pillage human places.
out of curiosity, why do you wish to pillage the human places? They don't have much to take, if you know what I mean.
Human tastes good. You have human in group. You could give him to me eat.
Look.
If he's referring to Tyrion is completely encased in armor. You can't actually tell what he is.
The humans, they don't usually taste that good. They're very stringy here.
No.
Might I recommend a different cuisine? And one that would be much easier to hunt.
Elf easy to hunt. They slow.
How about bear?
But as you see, we are in a river. I believe there's an abundance of fish in that river.
Fish is.
I can teach you how to properly cook them and season it. Use local produce, much healthier than a human as well, and much more filling.
Easier to just eat.
The horned one walks forward.
Walk on path here.
And
that's quite
I do
rude.
that.
That's
You
quite rude.
look
Surely you
good.
wouldn't want to be rude to the local travelers.
He kind of reaches behind his back and pulls out a battle axe and kind of just sits it on the ground.
the horned one walks forward.
Morning star from his side. Yeah. It's like,
and he's going to reach inside like his mossy being, and when they pull their hand out, there's it's just a pile of berries. I'm gonna offer them to the Etin and gesture to its face like food.
It's not meat.
My friend, those berries, what they may look like, disgusting vegetables, they actually are made of meat, and I can assure you, they will keep you sated for the entire day.
He points forward with his battle axe. Goblin will do for lunch.
May I attempt to roll persuasion?
He's hungry and he's going to try and eat you guys.
Okay.
My name's Lucky, not Lunchy.
So initiative?
Oh yes. He's a hungry. He wants to eat.
Oh, I rolled too high.
Okay. Let's see here. So we're missing
The Etin?
we got Ryan. Kieran. Wait on Kieran and we'll be good. There we go.
He's a coming.
Descending. All right. We get this party started. Riley?
Riley is telepathically. It's quite rude to not at least hear people out and going immediately to attack, you should really reconsider your option. And another dissonant whispers is going to come at this one, but a little bit, intent of a bit more hostility there.
Fair enough.
For DC 14, 18 psychic.
Fails. So he's going to use his reaction to run away and take 18 psychic damage. And that is 40 feet. Okay. He's going to come up over here.
As they run away,
And
the horned one raises their arm, and you can see the again, he's kind of shape shifting. Instead of a hand with digits, it's just becoming a gnarled mass of roots and dirt. As I try to bash him.
bash him. All right, you do it. That's a hit. 6. All right. Anything else, Riley?
I'm going to tactically withdraw a little bit, but just telepathically, just let them know my immeasurable disappointment.
All right. Lucky.
Lucky is going to turn on his mic and charge forward because it tried to eat him
Okay.
and try and hit it. That's obviously very lucky.
No, afraid not.
Oh, well.
Oh well. All
And
right. On to its turn. All right. It's got 2 attacks, one with the battle axe and one with the morning star. I'm going to crit on the battle axe. On Lucky.
Excellent. That's very lucky.
So we're just gonna roll it. We're gonna roll the damage, 13, and then we're gonna add 2d8 to it. So that's an additional 9. So you take 22 damage from that.
Said 22? 22?
22, yes.
Fantastic.
And then he's going to bring his morning star down on you.
Gross.
15.
Nope.
15 misses.
Swank,
All
you
right.
did
There's
this.
there's the 2 attacks from the end.
Not sure why my bar didn't update, but I did update my hit points.
Oh, I see it. It's
Yeah.
showing 9.
You're at 9.
on the, you're good. Sevik, you're up.
All right. Sevik's going to get a touch closer. So about here. He's going to draw his short bow and just fire off an arrow.
Sure. That's a hit.
All right. 10 damage.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be it.
Okay. Karen.
I am going to stay right where I am, and I'm going to raise my hand and open my palm at this thing, and you'll see lightning charge up and down my arm and then shoot out as it attempts to blast this creature.
Fair enough. Let's see it. That is a hit for 7 damage.
And I can add an extra d6 to a hit once per turn, so there is an extra d6 of lightning damage.
Sounds good.
And Chirpy will fly a little closer in case he needs to rescue a crazy goblin. And he will stay there.
All right. Astrotel.
Okay. Asphodel is going to cast Guiding Bolt
I like it.
on this giant.
That is a hit.
And let's see. What are we going to get for damage?
Thank you.
19 damage. Woo!
Good. All right. I'll mark it
Nice.
for the guiding bolt.
And that is that.
That ends that. All right. Horned one.
Yes, I know this may come as a shock, but I am going to begin to shapeshift again. This time, while still maintaining the same kind of composition, you see that they take the shape of what appears to be a ram, except massive in size, almost standing at 8 feet tall. And
You're gonna use your nat 1 on your attack if you come.
you son of a bitch! Well,
Does that supersede the advantage though? Because
Well, yeah,
it would be
I get a nat 1. It's
yeah, it's
okay.
it does supersede it. Yeah. So that one's
Okay. Well, I guess I'm done.
Did it eat the advantage?
I don't believe so. All right. Riley?
Riley is going to continue the psychic assault on this terribly rude creature, and hope that it learns that it is a rude person and deserves everything that's happening to them. As I'm going to mind sliver them.
Mine's still there.
5 psychic. DC 14 intelligence save.
Mind Sliver, so intelligence saving throw. Got it. This will go good. It saves.
It saves. Oh boy. Well, does nothing then. But it is rude, and I hope it feels bad about itself. Anderson.
All right.
Lucky has advantage.
Oh yeah, we're gonna give it to him.
Excellent. Lucky's going to try the rapier one more time.
That's it.
18, and he was using Fury of the Small. So 11, 13.
All right.
Is it still standing?
Yes, it is.
We're going to action surge and try again.
You're gonna use your net 1.
Okay, I used the action surge to get a nat 1.
Mhm.
Womp womp.
That's okay. I am going to use my bonus action to disengage
Okay.
and step back to, I think, here.
Sounds good.
Actually, here.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. It's the Enten's turn. It's got the horned one here in front of it. You look like a big, strong beast, like it is. So it's going to use my other nat 20 for another battle axe attack on the horned one. So just do 19
11.
plus-
11. Oh, it's a nat 1. Anyway,
So-
I am resistant to non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing when I am in the form of Sangzor.
Sure.
So
that's 29 damage from the crit. So that goes down to 14.
okay. I should probably
Right.
put my
That's the battle axe attack, and then it's going to follow up the Morning Star attack on you as well. And a 20 I think hits you, so
Yes, it does.
5 damage. Okay, and that's it for the end. Sevik.
So Sevik's just gonna do what he did before. He's gonna step to the side to try and get a slightly clearer shot, and fire a shortbow shot again.
Okay.
Huh, well, there goes a nat 1. It's a shame I
Didn't
can't
even
burn
use
mine.
that one there. There you go.
I know, right?
Love it.
Yeah, that'll be the end of Sevik's turn.
Okay. Kieran. If you're
Okay,
gonna be
you
making a ranged attack, I'm going to be making you use your nat 1.
okay? So he is going to charge up that lightning again, and it's just going to go really wide and completely miss. Chirpy, however, is going to move a little closer, and he's going to chirp wildly and shoot some ID lasers. Just gonna scroll down here for this. And zap.
Zap.
It should be coming in a moment.
It's fine. 10 is a miss.
Okay, and that is it for my turn.
And don't forget to click your nat 1 and drag it to the table so we know it's gone. All right, that's it for you, Kieran. Asphodel.
Okay. I'm going to kill my cat. No. I am going to take. Yeah, I'm going to try and guiding bolt
Right.
our.
Nat 1. Go ahead and we'll just get rid of him right
Oh,
now as
yeah.
well. So your guiding bolt is a nat 1, and go ahead and just make sure you click it and drag it to the table. So
Why is
we
it
know
not
that
dragging?
Okay.
Come on.
you just click it,
Drag utility.
click it, and then it'll a box will pop up, and then you just drag it from the box onto the table.
Okay.
And same with you.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Got it.
Yeah, good.
So net one. So it's just gonna go errant off and then never land.
Absolutely, absolutely. All
Let's
right.
see. Do I have any bonus spell or bonus actions here? I do. I'm gonna cast Healing Word. Is that 60? Am I 60?
You can't do that. That's too.
No, I can't. That's right. It's 2 spells. I just thought it dawned on me as I was in the process of saying it. So no, I'm done then.
All righty then. The horned one.
Well, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna back up about right there, and then
It's gonna take a swing at you.
of course it does. Of course. Yep.
So you
Mhm.
take 6 slashing.
I will take that 6 slashing. You see that in this form, the horned one raises their head and lets out an unearthly bellow, and it's the intensity of that light emanating from its body seems to increase as I go into a rage, and I will then run back towards the Etten, lowering my horns, and I'm gonna try and boop it. Yeah.
That's a hit.
Okay, so it'll be +2 because rage damage, but also I charged it. So that didn't link it. You need to make a DC 13 strength save or be knocked prone. But altogether, the damage is going to be 11.
Okay. We won't need to make that
Rage
saving throw
damage.
because that's more than enough. You ram it as hard as you can, and the shock wave sends through the bulky body of this Etten as it just collapses backwards and slides an additional 10 feet away from you as it is in its final resting spot. As you were successful to take out the Etten with your goat form. And that is combat, folks.
Hey guys, I have a question. Why is everything trying to eat us?
They might
I
smell
believe
my
it was-
sugar.
Kieran, I believe
One of
you
those
look
things that
very
happen.
tasty.
Lucky runs up and starts rifling through its pockets after stabbing it once or twice.
Oh, okay.
Looks like he did something more than the one hit.
There's let's see here. How we roll it. It has 4 silver on it.
Yes. Seeing that, the horned one snarled and pounded its hooves in the dirt. Lucky quickly offers the 4 silver to the horned one.
I'm surprised it had any money on it.
Riley would offer the horned one a carrot.
Okay. Which do you
Yeah,
take?
I'm surprised it had any money on it.
Do you take the
Well-
carrots, the horned one?
No, I would imagine that the after a minute, the rage would wear off, and then I would unwild shape also to resume my humanoid form.
Okay. All right. Going back to the map.
It's
Back
probably
to
not that unusual that it would have some currency on it. I mean, look, it has crafted weapons. You know, it's not a.
It also said that people are its favorite food. I'm sure
Yeah,
they
people carry
found.
money.
It did seem to be.
That's true. Yeah.
I give
I'm
the
sure
4
they-
silver to Sevik for the bag of holding.
Okay.
Sure.
And you see him, like, as he drops them in, like, counting on his fingers and miscounts.
Fair enough. All right. You're able to continue your full day's travel, and you're able to get another. You're about a day out from Huddinstone. But it is now time for you to take a rest.
Lucky, you seem to be quite beat up there. Would you like some medical attention?
Okay, I'm okay, but okay.
You're able to find on the side of the road a broken, like, old cabin. The very edges, the very, like, ground level edges of the walls are still there, but most of it is is crumbled to pieces. There's no roof overhead or anything, but it is still an enclosed space. It has a small bit of walls in certain parts of it.
Woohoo.
Do you guys want to do a watch?
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And lucky, I would touch shot for 13 healing.
Did that 9 come to me, or is that okay? So 22 total.
22 total. Yeah,
I hold out.
Back to full.
I hold out the berries that the Etten refused.
Dinner.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. I will once again step out of my armor. It just kind of opens up a little step out and I put it in the corner and I sleep just next to it after eating.
Okay. All right. Anyone want to do anything before we start the rotation? No? Who's staying up for the watches?
I'll go for the first watch this time.
Okay.
I'll go second again.
Okay.
Last time the horned one was quite adamant about keeping us resting, and obviously we've got Chirpy that can stay up all night. So Sevik suggests that we, if they're okay with doing it, that we just let them keep watch. It
Okay.
means that we can try and condense the amount of time that we all spend asleep into a shorter period of time rather than spreading it out. It's just going to be a little bit more efficient.
Okay. So we'll just do. You're okay with that horned one?
Sleep.
Okay. All right. Give me a perception check from Chirpy and the horned one if they're the ones doing the watch. Okay. All right. Horned one, you don't have dark vision, do you?
No.
And Chirpy does, right? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
Sure.
we're in the north. Like, there's zero chance we don't have a campfire.
Right. No. Okay. The horned one hears large birds flying about, but you can't really see them because they're far off in the distance. And Chirpy can kind of see the outlines of ones way off from where he is, or it is, but can't really tell what they are. They just seem to be flying.
As long as they're not flying towards us, he will just ignore them.
Okay. So you are all able to complete your long rest. You have one more day until you arrive in Huddlestone to hop on your horses and get going.
All right, yeah, do that.
Okay.
While we're traveling, Lucky is explaining to the horned one all about his little pet cockroach named Flit, which is crawling on the horned one.
Yeah, the horned one, it plays with Flit and allows it to travel through their body and take roost.
But probably, is he ignoring the goblin?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I figured.
All right. So you guys are just traveling along through your day. You're not really having any. You don't really run into any issues as you travel through this day. No Ettins on the side of the road trying to eat you, and no Grillians walking around either. As you're making your way down towards Huddleston, you notice the elevation is continuing to rise. It seems Huddlestone's at a higher point than Bryn Shaddar is. It's one of the highest cities in the 10 Trails. But yeah, you make it there without much issue. Most of the buildings there are kind of low level. They're kind of built for smaller folk. You see a bunch of dwarves and gnomes in the area as you enter in. But there's there's a place for you to for larger folk to bed down for the night. There's also a stable uh, should you wish to board your horses for the night. It's a single silver piece per horse to board. They'll feed your horse and keep it safe throughout the night until you're ready to take it the next day. And yeah, there's an inn with a bar located within its reaches. If you wish to stay in that, as opposed to trying to stay outside in the ever increasing cold weather that is surrounding Huddlestone.
I will stay with the horses.
You'll stay with the horses. Okay.
Yeah, I think we should rest here tonight. It's the end of the day's travel. We may as well sleep somewhere warm if we were able to.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to find an inn without much issue.
In terms of the silver cost, Civic will try and negotiate that we can get all 5 of our horses for 4 silver.
All right, give me a persuasion roll.
Sure. Where's my
Mr. Hornman, do you need anything? Like, can we bring you something? Need something to drink? Someone to get your weeds?
Just stares. No reply.
I'll take that as a no.
All right. You're able to find an inn. It is 2 silver piece per night per room. So depending on how many rooms you want to get, you can set up in one of those.
Yeah, I'll just give him a gold piece and be done with it. And I just need. I'm tired.
Okay. Yeah. No problem. You're able to easily. He accommodates for you. He's like, thank you very much for coming here to our inn, and we hope that you have a wonderful time here. We have food for you to eat and drink as well, so please have a good night or enjoy the show. The bard that is playing in the location now is quite good. So we hope you enjoy our humble establishment, and thank you for coming to the Luminous Inn.
Civic will stay up for a little while.
Okay. All right. So you stay up for a little while listening to the bard. He's okay. He's not great. He's just gnome rocking it on his
Listening to the goings on. If there's any conversations to overhear, any interesting information, anything like that, he'll just be listening, looking around, enjoying himself as well. He's not going to be drinking a whole lot. He'll probably have like maybe 1 or 2 ales and then switch to something that's not going to get him drunk. He'll nurse his drinks.
give me a perception.
Okay.
Okay. You kind of overhear a few of the dwarves talking at a table nearby about how they thought they saw like a city floating in the sky. But it was like one guy's like, I swear, guys, I swear it was a city floating in the sky. Nah, there can't be. That's crazy talk. That's sheer crazy talk. There's no such thing as floating city. No, I promise, guys. I promise. There's a floating city up in the sky. It went right by over top. They're just laughing at this guy talking about how there's a floating city in the sky.
All right.
That's what you glean from that.
Yeah, I mean, people tend to see strange things when they're out drinking, or I mean, there's all kinds of strange and wonderful things that happen in this on the Sword Coast. So who knows?
Yeah, Kieran, that's not a problem at all. They're able to accommodate you. It does cost a little bit more for the food. Maybe instead of 1 silver for the food, in order to have it delivered to your room, it's 2 silver. And oh, you gave him gold. Oh, you were the one who gave him gold. Yeah, then they include it. That's fine. That's no problem at all.
Can Riley find some lovely new friends to talk to?
I'm sorry, what?
Can Riley find some lovely new friends to talk to?
There's dwarves and gnomes all throughout.
Just find someone who looks relatively alone. Hello, friend. I was wondering if I could talk to you on the, the good news of the great and powerful facility.
Well, I don't rightly know quite too much about what it is you just said, fella.
I'm happy to educate you.
Oh, what? All right. And this is just a dwarf. He's sitting there, kind of. He looks a little ragged. He's obviously worked for a
Let me
long
buy
time.
you a beer.
Another ale you're going to give me? Well, that's mighty kind of you. Yes. Why don't you bring me another one of those fire ales, and I'll happily listen to you about your
Yeah.
Clothatha too thing that you had mentioned.
Zulu, you need the phlegm in your throat.
Could cheer to the shooter.
Huh?
All right. So you sermonized to him for how long?
I sermonize to him for as long as I can before he's done with it.
Okay. Give me persuasion roll.
Can I use my nat 20 on this, please?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm going to use the nat 20.
All right. So what's your total?
Best use.
Sorry, 1 moment. It is a 24.
24. Wow. My goodness, I was always into Torm and all them, but this Cthulhu feller, why he sounds like he could be a real good god to be following.
He absolutely is, my
I
friend.
think I might have to look into this a little further. I was so lost before, but surely this must be another path for me. The Cthulhu is calling out to my soul. I can feel it.
Yes. And let me give you some documentation to help you going further.
Oh, why, thank you very much. I will happily take it. I could maybe even start a church here. There's so many lost people.
There are indeed. And I will continue talking, buying them another drink as needed until I end.
So can we now say that one has been touched by his noodly appendage?
Different great old one. Different great old one.
You've added some fun RP for me later on down the line. All right. So yeah. Anybody else doing anything in Huddlestone?
I want to see if they have have some root beer, or some pie, something sweet.
Oh, I'm afraid not, darling. Unfortunately, you could find more of that sort of in a larger city like Luskan or Mirabar. Here, we just kind of have the stuff that's more meant for getting one drunk and feeling good about it. So
Oh,
nothing sweet, unfortunately. Oh no, we don't have any pies. We have meat pies, but they are not sweet. They are more of a savory type.
savory.
That's correct.
Okay, I guess I'll try one.
Okay.
'Cause I'm hungry.
It's fine. It tastes like any old meat pie you've probably ever had. It's more than enough for a person of your size. You know.
Okay.
Okay.
Lucky was going to find anybody that would tolerate talking to him. He's trying to find out how they feel about mid-sized orc family / village units.
Orc.
Orc.
They don't quite like orcs in the area. The dwarves are generally not trusting of the orcs. So they would probably not be too inclined to be happy about any kind of orc.
Do they have any recommendations where a tribe of orcs that needed to move should move to? That's family friendly for a stream.
They can move out to the desert. We would recommend them moving to the desert. That would be a safe place for them. The desert, way off to the east.
I will make a note of that and
Beyond Rock
keep
Desert.
looking. Thank you very much. You have been helpful.
There we go. The honor
Basically, very far away.
very, very far away off to the east. Yeah. If anybody has anything else to do, otherwise we can roll over to the next day. Anyone?
I think we're good.
Okay. All right. So you complete your long rest in Huddlestone as you're trying to make your way over to Mirabar and then Blessingdale. We're going to go ahead and stop for the night here. It's a good point to stop from. You got a little bit of traveling to go before you make your way over to Blessingdale, where you can start looking up at Kundakar, the fortress you're charged with going through. But yeah, that'll be it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for joining us, and we hope you keep coming back week after week to enjoy this show. If you want to get involved with the community, please join the Discord. It's going to pop up a link, I think, over here somewhere. And come on in, say hi, to try and get involved with some other games. I'm sure we have plenty going on at all times. But again, thank you very much for joining us, and we hope you come back next week. Good night.
Oh, one more thing. Do we level up?
Bye, everyone.
Bye, all.
Bye. Now we all sit here awkwardly and wait.
Yeah, someone says one more thing.
Oh, yeah, I said one more thing.
is he
Do
not
we level
here?
up?
Oh,
Oh yeah, we're
geez.
supposed to ask that. Did we level up?
Oh,
Yeah, did we
you
level up?
didn't level up. I didn't know that DWB was AFK. Well, that's unfortunate. But
And
let's
here's
try
where the
again.
beholder steps in.
To answer the question, then no, you did not level up.
Ah,
You're not going
Oh,
to
well.
level up. This is not a level up portion of the game. You'll be
I
leveling
feel
up.
like we accomplished a lot.
I
Yes, we
personally
did.
feel that Riley accomplished a lot.
You travel.
I mean,
Creating a
Astral
community.
got knocked out. She took full brain damage.
I'm already brain damaged.
You're all brain damaged as far as I'm aware. So
Well, that's just rude.
I know it is. It's rude of me to say that. I shouldn't have said that. That's
I am
cool.
brain damaged.
But he's back, and so now he can end the stream for us because we've already done the outro and said the links to the Discord. So again, thank you very much for joining us.
Cool. I'll just cut
And
it all
please
in
come back
post.
next week. Good night.
And DWB's mute.
But
And
night.
so we can't even hear.
that's okay. They can hear me. That's all that matters. And all this is gonna get cut from the bot anyway. So fuck y'all. Like,